Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Flashes it across. Oh, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Now it's Hazard.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. Ball played for Rijkaard. And they're back on the ball again. And a chance! Superb from Doué! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
João Neves. Nicely weighted ball. That's an excellent interception. Doué. And that was nowhere near his best. Vardiol.
Now it's Hazard.
He has found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, it shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. And the comeback is complete. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Liverpool have their lead. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Serginho picks it up from the goal kick. This looks promising. Tries to play it through.
And there's green grass ahead.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! And they're back in front!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
And here's Hazard.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Doué. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Now who's going to be first to this? And he cuts out the supply. João Neves. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Messi. Akanji cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And he's gone searching cross-field.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hazard finding himself in space. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Messi. Kimmich is the distributor. There's the shot! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Real chance! It's in! A goal at a really telling moment. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold did well to stay calm there. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Spread to the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And we've reached half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Mbappe!
Mbappe gets flagged offside. Akanji. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Hazard. Chooses to go cross-field. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Good ball, good take. Alexander-Arnold. Doué. Hazard, looking to play him in. Has to go back here.
De Bruyne.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played out towards the right wing.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe! And he's there to get it away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 87 será reemplazado por
It's
el
Reinders.
dorsal
He's in a good...
18.
And the shot! And he hits the net! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 27 será sustituido por
But still, he
el
just
dorsal
read it.
17.
Ferran Torres. Zanetti. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. It's Saviolo! Off the post! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. Hazard. Oh, that was vital.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That is good alertness. Space for him to turn and look. And that was very necessary.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18. Hazard.
Zanetti has the space to scheme,
El dorsal 13.
and he's there to belt it away. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Messi. Vitinha wins the duel this time, and it's lofted through here. And here's Yamal. That's a cute ball.
Reinders showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Now there's a fine ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. And the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Now it's Mbappe. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It's a searching pass.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Vitinha.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Trossard.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Trossard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Trossard. Lofted in. Nice interception, well timed.
And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle.
What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're very much on the way now. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example.
And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Front-footed pressing going on here. He shifted it to the flank. Fagioli. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Has a look up and drives it forward. Valverde just eases him off the ball. And it's Hazard. And this is Saviola.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona with another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Çalhanoğlu goes short. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Barcelona make the perfect start. They are already ahead. That pass has been well intercepted. More and more pressure on the ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. It's a goal kick. Fagioli. Can he get it through? And the two sides separated by the game's only decent chance! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Where it came from. Well, that looks a decent... And the shot! Robertson is there to clear. Son Heung-min. Looking to play him in. That's going to go a long way. Valverde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. And this is it's Saviola! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe tries a shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Akanji calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that is a hefty challenge. And that was very necessary. It's going to be another throw. And here's Zanetti. And this is Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He has a look up. This possibly the last play of the half. Çalhanoğlu plays it short. Shot at goal! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. That has been cut short. Mbappe. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Messi. And it's played in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. But they've got it again. Pressing high and with purpose. And here's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min has got himself a free kick. That has not gone well. He's looking wide. Well read, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Azar. João Neves. 60 minutes played.
Asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
There's a sharp little ball here. Messi!
And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Barcelona, and it's Saviola. Akanji defending his...
Messi! And a neat finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Rijkaard. Oh, good spread.
Robertson gets on his bike and on the move.
Van Dijk. Zanetti.
That has been slung wide.
Saviola.
Deftly away.
And it's Zanetti.
And he was quick to react. Caicedo.
And they win it back again. Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Bullish header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Spread it left.
And here's Azar. Zanetti.
Can he get onto this?
Hazard.
In towards the back stick. That's a decent clearance.
Zanetti does well to get it back. Son Heung-min.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass.
He's got away.
Oh, really well played.
Çalhanoğlu.
Now João Neves. Aimed beyond the defence. Shot could be on. Oh, he's bustling through. He's having a shot! And there's a goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Van Dijk. That's a throw.
That's a shade optimistic.
Saviola
going after that. Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. He's through here. Shapes to shoot! Tries to get it clear. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mikel Oyarzabal. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely spread. And he's quick to return it. He's had a shot! Azar! The man's a genius! He's got himself an absolute peach. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's really well manoeuvred. That's that, the end. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Saviola claiming the man.